Hey folks, this is Kalani. We got 6.1 just around the corner, quite a lot of goodies coming in. It's been confirmed, finally. So we've got Twitter interaction, excellent. We've got our selfie cameras, new Blood Elf models, we've got all the little new missions and new traits and new garrison vendors and all the good stuff that you should hopefully know is coming in 6.1. But I want to get you prepared for three things which I believe you should be prepared for. One, being your item level on your followers, 2 being your Blackrock Foundry missions and their caches, and 3 being the new food which is going to be the best stat food available. So, number 1, if you don't have a nice stockpile of these little beauties, these item level enhancements for your followers, I've got a few suggestions for you. First, start stockpiling them. I expect you already have them, but if you haven't, start. It's a good thing to get into, but I've got a few tips for some other sources to hopefully help you out. Now, this is going to differ a little depending on what kind of situation you're in. If you're new to this business and you don't quite have what I have at 654 on pretty much every follower, and if it's not, it's at least above 645, except this little one who is going to get straight there with a helping hand of our gore-drenched armor set and weaponry, then you're going to want to open all of your salvage before the patch. Because the patch is changing the salvage to no longer include these types of armor and weapons. So you're only going to get the upgrade ones for +3, +6 and +9. You'll no longer get the base sets for a straight up 615, 630 or 645. A lot of people are saying that's a nerf because they'll no longer contain the gore-drenched stuff. It's a buff. It is a buff as long as you're in a good situation, so it fully depends on what your situation is. If you don't have what I have, if you're still below 645 on most of your followers, open them all now. That'll give you a chance for Gore-Drenched and Blackrock if you still don't have people kitted out. Now, if you do, save them, because after the patch, you will no longer get any of these, which are completely worthless to you. If you have a follower above 645, even the Gore-Drenched are completely worthless to you. These serve no purpose for me. I've already sold one stack of the blues and 2 stacks of the green, so they're worthless. They truly are. Whereas these are the only thing which can give you item level above 645, so they should be prized a lot higher. And I'm kind of confused about why people are calling that a nerf, but if you need the +3, +6, +9s, save all of your salvage until after the patch hits. You should be in a shinier spot. So that's the salvage, but there is another way which you can get your hands on these after the patch, and that's with Iron Horde scraps. If you haven't been stockpiling these, I'd recommend you do so. If you've been deleting them, I kind of feel sorry for you, because after the patch hits, at a war mill, you'll be able to pick up a daily quest where you can trade in Iron Horde scraps for a random upgrade item for weapon or armor. It's the one which you get from missions where you have to open it to see what you get. Now, sadly, that still can contain one of these, which, I mean, that's good if you need them, but kind of crap if you don't. Either way, it's going to increase the amount of these that you get and the amount that you can stockpile. So moving on to the second thing to do with your missions for Blackrock Foundry, that actually ties in very nicely with your follower item level anyway, because you're going to want to delay taking your follower item level rather, any higher until you've met the requirements for certain Blackrock missions. Now, Highmaul was a little strange, and it was 15 kills, I believe, on normal to get your heroic cache, and 15 kills on heroic to get your mythic cache. That meant you could kill the first boss 15 times and instantly upgrade to the next cache, if you could manage it, obviously. So, with Blackrock Foundry, some people are saying 15, some people are saying 21, I'd say go for 21 just to be sure. 21 kills on normal will get you a heroic cache, 21 kills on heroic will get you a mythic cache, almost guaranteed. So, if you don't have those kills, I'd recommend doing so before the patch hits. If that's not, if you don't have time for that, that's perfectly fine, because what you can do is not upgrade your followers. You need 660 item level on 2 followers to gain access to the Blackrock Foundry missions, which are these: 4, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So it's just save your stuff. 660 and then you'll get them. So if you want that heroic cache straight away, don't poke 2 followers above 660 until you've killed 21 normal bosses. Same for Mythic. Well, I already have enough heroic kills, but I don't actually have enough normal kills. So if you're in that kind of situation, make sure you get to the Mythic. I mean, it's on a 2-week cooldown, guys. It's on a 2-week cooldown, just like the Highmol caches. So if you get a normal cache for the first one, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks until you can get something which is potentially worthwhile. If you're happy to get the normal cache, that's fine, that's dandy, go ahead and do your stuff. If you're in a situation where you're already clearing heroic, at least make sure you're getting the heroic cache. You just need to go into a few pugs, do a few bashes of Gruul. 21 kills on Gruul will get you a heroic cache. It's really not that difficult, just a little time consuming, and if you have to deal with perks it's kind of annoying, but either which way, you can stall that to get the most out of it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to push my followers over until I am absolutely certain that first cache is going to be Mythic. I want some shiny gear from that. I definitely want some shiny gear from that, especially a new weapon, but that's besides the point. Moving on to the last thing I want you to prepare for, is the new food incoming, which is fish. It's all fish, so I'd recommend going and getting your fishing up if you haven't already. Shiny 700 fishing. I'd recommend maybe going to get Nat Pagel. That's something to work towards to stave off the boredom of fishing. But either which way, I'd recommend stockpiling on some fish. Now, I've still got a little ways to go. I'm not entirely happy with this amount of Crescent Saberfish, and I'm certainly not happy with this amount of Ammonite Tentacle. This is what I'll be farming. Make sure you farm the appropriate material. I mean, you can farm everything if you want to give your guild pretty much everything, but I mean, whatever. If you know which fish you're going for, pick that fish and fish, or buy them all up. Although at this point, they're probably going to be rather expensive. But I believe it's your general goods. No, it's not. It's your food and drink. Your food and drink vendor is going to be the one who sells those recipes. So come Tuesday or Wednesday, wherever you are in the world, talk to your food and drink vendor, buy up all the recipes, maybe make a bit of gold on the side. If you've got enough fish stocked up, I know a lot of people will be doing it, so you'll probably have fierce competition. But either which way, you should go into your next raids on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whenever they are, with that extra 25 stats on your stat food, which, every little helps. People are paying ridiculous sums for the 50 stats on runes, so 25 stats must be worth at least something. So those are 3 things that I'd recommend getting ready for 6.1, and enjoy all the rest of the patch. Should be a good one, even if we don't really have a great deal of content to explore. It's kind of sad they took out the questing area at the Iron Docks, but alas, hopefully we'll get some more meat on this turkey and we can happily chew down. But for now, 6.1 will have to do. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.